שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. I have it. Shabbat shalom. What? Super excited. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Liz, you're welcome. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Before we move any further, I'm going to invite Liz to join us to welcome us on behalf of the Board of Directors and offer any words or announcements that may be needed, requested, or just lovely to have.
Hi, everybody. Shabbat shalom. I am Liz. Thank you. From the Board of Directors, and I am so excited to be welcoming in Shabbat with all of you. My goodness, what a crowd. There is so much going on here, and you should read your newsletter, and if you don't get the newsletter, you should subscribe to it. But the thing that I want to highlight is that we have so many members of our community becoming B'nai Mitzvah over the next several weeks. Tomorrow we have someone becoming B'nai Mitzvah, I think the next weekend, and then like 2 weekends after that, and then the week after that is the adult one. So please come show up. It is not only a very special gift to give to the folks that we are witnessing in that moment, but I find it a really, really beautiful moment for us as well. Thank you and welcome.
On page 20.
Page 20 of what?
Of the books.
Which books?
You know, it's a great question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wonder that
Do
myself.
any of you have books? We don't know.
No.
Books? What are books? What? Madness. Who's in charge here?
People bringing them.
Oh, okay, they're getting them.
we are getting our prayer books. So once you get your prayer book, your Sidor, you can turn open to page 21. 21. That is where we have a special. It's really it's a prayer, but it's actually a poem about welcoming in Shabbat. Oh, thanks. All right. So we're going to be at the very end of page 21. You cannot find it? Well, it goes. So Hebrew goes from right to left. So if you are, there you go. There you go. You're on the right side now, Milo. So
You got it.
find 21. Keep going.
You're so close.
Very close.
If you find the number 9 on page 21, and then you find the last line where it says number 9, that contains the words that we will sing together, I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right. So
got
it
it.
starts like this. Bowie kala, Bowie kala, Bowie kala, Bowie kala. All together. Bowie kala, Bowie kala, Bowie kala, Bowie kala. Scott, 2 more times. Bowie kala, Bowie kala, Bowie kala, Bowie kala. Bowie kala, Bowie kala, Bowie kala, Bowie kala. All right, now we're going to jump to the top of page 20. Mikado D. Mikado D. Likakala. Pene Shabbat. Should we try that part together?
Which part?
The really long.
Ooh. Yeah, yeah.
You do the hand movements. You
Oh.
you help people.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready?
Let's go back to Lachado D. And then when we get there, so we'll go. Lachado D. Likrat kala. Pene Shabbat. Ready? Here we go.
We'll work on my hand motions.
That was pretty good.
I'll get there. I'll get there. On page 28, we arrive at Baruch Hu. So we've been doing some warming up. We have been moving around. We have arrived in this space, and we have welcomed in the Shabbat bride. We've said, "Oh, hello, Shabbat bride." And now that we've welcomed in the Shabbat bride, we have to put ourselves into prayer mode. So we are going to all stand up and offer the words of Baruch Hu.
Am I awake?
page, we find a prayer that helps us thank God for allowing day to turn into night and night, bless you, to turn into day. Because what would happen if it was never ever nighttime?
Whoa.
What would we never do? Sleep. And would that be good?
No.
No. That was a less resounding no than I thought I was going to get from that moment. I know I would be very sad if I never slept, but maybe it's just me. And what would happen if the sun never came up? Would we just sleep all the time?
Ooh.
Or we might at least be a little sad sometimes if the sun never came up. So we are grateful that God helps the sun come up and go down. You're gonna maybe want your hands for this one. So if you can balance your book on your knees,
Oh, boy.
maybe. And we're gonna roll into dark. And then we're gonna roll into light. You can even change direction if you want to be extra complicated about it.
Do you know the rest of the movements?
I know my version of the rest of the movements.
If there's anyone here who knows the
I
hand
might need some
movements
help.
and wants to come up,
Yeah.
Alice will come help me. Do you know?
Come on up if you know them.
I don't know that they don't.
You know, maybe we'll all learn together.
Not a reliable source, but they're a reliable source.
All right, here we go. Teach me as we go. We're gonna start with this.
Ready or so? Roll and start.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Hooray, on the island, forever midnight ocean, forever midnight ocean, the ocean's midnight roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night. Hooray, on the island, forever midnight ocean, forever midnight ocean, the ocean midnight.
We're going to sing the Hatma, the final line at the end. Ready?
Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv ha'lavim. Thank you so much for your help. I really needed that.
Go back. Oh,
Actually-
one was helping.
Oh, everyone, amazing. Everyone's learning how all together. We're going to invite Eli to join us on the bima now to lead us in the words of Shema.
I was wondering, there's so many extra books up here. Page 34.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Lamoto Le'olam v'hai.
No, where are you going? Oh, right. Yeah, I'll jump.
Vayahafta et Adonai Elohecha.
Slow down, louder.
Vayahafta et Adonai Elohecha. B'chol levacha, u'v'chol nafshecha,
Uv'chol me'odecha, v'hayu ha'dvarim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzavcha, hayom al levavecha, v'shinatam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uv'lechtecha v'derech, uv'shokbecha uv'kumecha, uv'shartam leot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot bein einecha, uv'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uv'isharecha, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם Adonai Elohim Emet. Yes, you may both sit down now. You are released.
Two small pieces of information to share as we move into Michamocha, which is on page 40. The first is a story that we learn about. It's not in the Torah, but it's in Midrash, which are the stories that we tell to help make sense of the bits and pieces of the Torah that sometimes aren't as full. We found the second piece of information. So the first piece of information is that there's a story that as the Israelites were getting right to the end, as the sea had parted, they'd made it across, they'd gotten to the other side, and they looked back, and Pharaoh and his army were chasing after them into the sea, and they watched as the waters began to close. The waters began to come back down, and Pharaoh and his army were getting stuck in the water, getting lost in the sea, and they began to cheer because they were so grateful that they had survived and that this army, this enemy that had been chasing them, was no longer chasing them. And the story goes that God said, don't do that.
Good story.
Those are my people too. They're important. Sometimes bad things have to happen to people, but that doesn't mean that we rejoice when those things happen. So that's thing number one of my favorite lessons about Michamocha. The second favorite lesson that Kayla has already helped us discover is that Miriam, when she was preparing to leave Egypt, Miriam packed her timbrel in her little backpack. A timbrel is like a noisemaker. It's like maybe one of those that is arriving out of that box right now. Now, you might wonder when you're running away from something scary, why you would take a noisemaker with you, a musical instrument. And the story goes that Miriam knew that we would find a reason and a need to celebrate together. And so she packed her musical instrument in advance so that when the time came, she would have it ready to celebrate. So, if you would like a musical instrument like Miriam had, you are welcome to go to that box over there and get one.
the eve of becoming an adult in the Jewish community, I have a job for you, which is to grab that bucket and walk around and collect those instruments. Thank you. This is what happens when you become a mitzvah.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. We have a story to share today with all of you. Can someone raise your hand and tell me, well, I'll have to call on you first. But once I call on you, can someone tell me what this is? What is this? It is a gourd. That is true. Which one do you think is less attractive? This one or this one? Okay, let's get a show of hands. Raise your hand if you think the green gourd is less attractive. Oh, wow. Okay, raise your hand if you think the orange one is less attractive. Okay, all right, well, that's clear. Sorry, gourd. All right. So this is a gourd. Anyone know what a gourd is used for? Being awesome. Oh man, you're way ahead of me on this story. What else is a gourd used for? They are used as water containers, so you can scrape them out and dry them out, and then they are useful as water containers. Usually you're right, it's a bigger gourd than this gourd. All right, so this is a story about a gourd, correct. This is a story about how the gourd became a part of Sukkot. So the first thing you need to know are two words. The first word is poor. The second word is gourd. All right, now you've got to say it together. Poor gourd. That's pretty good. Say it again. Poor gourd. All right, so this has already been deemed the less attractive of the gourd. So this is already a poor gourd. Poor gourd. All right. So this poor gourd wanted to find a holiday to be a part of. And the gourd went looking for a holiday, and the gourd went to a number of different symbols to see if the gourd could become part of that holiday. And let's find out what happens. Rabbi Molly, will you be... I don't want to move so that the people that are joining us via the internet can still hear us. All right, so the gourd first went to the Hanukkah and said, "Oh, Hanukkah, can I be a part of Hanukkah? You shine so brightly, and I would like to shine just like you. Can I be a part of you?" No?
No.
Why not?
You don't light up.
I don't light up.
No.
You mean I'd have to be near fire?
Do you have oil in you?
I have no oil in me.
Then you are of no use to us.
Oh, poor gourd. So the gourd then went to Seattle and had a lovely weekend. But it wasn't quite. Here we go.
These are not in order at all. What holiday did you go to next?
Maybe Elul. Maybe to the shofar. So then the gourd went and found a shofar and asked.
I'm not going to climb on the chairs.
And asked if the gourd could be part of Rosh Hashanah. Can I be a part of Rosh Hashanah?
Do you make noise?
I'm
Did you come from an animal?
no.
No. You cannot be part of Rosh Hashanah.
Oh,
Poor gourd.
what a shame. So then the gourd saw that there was this lovely Kiddush cup and these lovely Shabbat candles, and the gourd found Shabbat and thought, surely I can be a part of Shabbat. And so the gourd went to Shabbat and said, "Can I be a part of Shabbat?"
No.
No?
You cannot.
Why not?
Because
Do you symbolize joy?
No.
No. Do you symbolize escaping from Egypt?
No.
Do you light up? We heard from the Hanukkah that you do not.
Indeed, I am scared of fire.
Can you be drunk?
I cannot be.
Either of those
I
variations?
I cannot be drunk.
Then no, you cannot be part of Shabbat. We're full up on ritual.
Poor Gord.
Lord.
No Shabbat, no Rosh Hashanah, no Hanukkah. And then finally, the gourd wandered into a sukkah and looked around. There was even one right here. And the gourd looked around, and there were other fruits and vegetables. And the gourd is a fruit and vegetable. Which one? We don't know. And the gourd went over to a pomegranate and said, "Can I be part? What are you all doing? What is this? What is this holiday with this
Oh.
with this thing that you're all hanging from?
We are here to celebrate Sukkot.
Sukkot. What's
Yes.
Sukkot about?
Heard of Sukkot? Sukkot is a special holiday where we build a temporary little dwelling place, and we hang. Well, we are the fruits and veggies, so we get to hang. We hang, and everyone celebrates us because it's a harvest holiday.
I could be celebrated.
You sure could. Are you in season right now?
I am in season.
That's a good sign. What do you all think? Do you think that we should allow the gourd to be part of the sukkah?
No more poor gourd. And that is how the gourd, generally thought of as a not particularly pretty fruit vegetable, biological berry, became a really wonderful part of our sukkah because, and I think part of the message that the gourd got is that the gourd wasn't welcome in all of these other places, and in a sukkah everyone is welcome, and we invite people and fruits and vegetables and berries into our sukkah. And that is how the gourd learned to be welcoming and inviting and to be invited, and that the gourd could be part of the holiday of Sukkot. The end. Yay, gourd!
It really was not.
It's great. It was phenomenal.
So
Great.
sorry. Whew. My goodness. Wow. Yay, gourd. All right.
Unheal and then bless.
Well,
Bless.
sure, but why don't we do that?
Yeah.
Because we're going to tie it to that. You were going to tie it to.
A whole thing just happened.
Everything just happened.
A whole thing just happened. When we tell a story, I had a teacher who once talked, you'll hear me say this many, many times. I had a teacher who once talked about the difference between a big T Torah and little T Torah. The big T Torah is a Torah that is behind me. The words that are written on the big T Torah are all the same in every Torah, and we teach them over and over and over again, and we learn them year after year after year, and we learn what they mean, and we learn new and different things each time. And we, through that, capital T Torah, develop our own little T Torah, which are all of the stories that make us who we are. And so whenever we tell a story, we can connect that story, that little T Torah, back to the capital T Torah that is our tree of life. And so,
Not sure if the Torah talks about gourds, but it does definitely talk about Sukkot.
sure does. Tells us to dwell
Yeah, it does.
in a hut.
Yes, it does for 7 days. And we're going to sing?
We are.
Okay, so we're going to sing a song about our Torah. This is a song that I think many people know. Rabbi Dusty is going to add a little bit of not do you know the 5 books of the Torah. I forgot that you know that song. That is excellent. It's a different one, though.
In order to sing the song, you might need to pretend to be a tree at some point. You can do that sitting down, or you can do that standing up. That's up to you. I'm going to do it standing up. Okay.
Shalom, shalom.
It is a tree.
Shalom, shalom.
It's not a bush.
Shalom, shalom.
A tree of life.
Shalom, shalom.
It's a tree of life.
It's a tree of life to go a little fast to get it all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to go a little fast to it and all of its supporters are happy. Shalom, shalom.
It is a tree.
Shalom, shalom.
It's not a bush.
Shalom, shalom.
A tree of life.
Shalom, shalom, shalom.
All right. So we are going to, in honor of our Torah learning, capital T and lower T, we're going to take a moment to invite up all of our new religious school students for a blessing. If this is your first year in our religious school, whatever your age is, you can come on up, and I am going to invite up Hannah with Jack, obviously. And if you are a teacher in our religious school, I'm also going to invite you to come up if you are willing. You don't have to do it, you only tackle this. Do you just want to come?
Come on to the middle. New students, come to the middle. New learners. There's a cute baby up here to come on up. Celebrate with you.
Thank you, Felix. Amazing. I need Felix with me all the time to just advocate for me.
Oh,
All right. So we're gonna have all of our
Is this a
new
type of
students.
pumpkin?
That it's a gourd. Look at this beautiful dolly. Look at this beautiful dolly. All right.
Under the trolley.
So if you're a new student in our religious school, come on under our trolley.
Under the trolley.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you are.
You are now.
I have a few other people that I think got a little bit shy.
I'm a new student.
Yeah.
Perfect,
Yes,
you're
you
in the
are.
right place.
So today we are going to offer you a very special blessing as you start your journey here at Temple B'nai Torah in the religious school, learning about. We'll give you a blessing. Learning all about Torah, big T and little T Torah, which is all the stories. Just 1 second, that we carry down from our grandparents and great-grandparents and even way, way, way back all the way to Abraham and Sarah, and they teach us how to be good people and how to live a life filled with Torah. So we're gonna give you a blessing, and then after our service, when we go out to the Oneg, there's a certificate for you all. You each get a certificate and a little something from us here at Temple B'nai Torah. So Rabbi Dusty is gonna offer a blessing here for us.
Mi sheberach avotenu v'imotenu Avraham, Yitzchak v'Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah, hu yivarech et ha-talmidenu. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless all of you, our newest learners. May you be like Abraham. May you have the courage to embark on new and exciting journeys. May you be like Isaac. May you embrace the world with love. May you be like Jacob. May you wrestle with challenges and triumph to be blessed. May you be like Sarah. May your experiences be full of joy and laughter. May you be like Rebecca, willing to help others as you continue on your journey. I've seen you all do that already tonight. That's amazing. May you be like Rachel, loved by all who meet you. And may you be like Leah. May you be blessed by the love of the family who will always cherish you. That is all of us, as it turns out.
Yes, it is. All right, and I'm going to offer you the priestly blessing. Okay, so thank you. You know what we're going to do? Thank you. We're going to invite everyone to stand up if you're able. We're going to open the ark. Yes.
I'm new to this place.
I
just
know.
came from Phoenix.
I know. That's why you're up here. All right, so we're going to leave the Torahs. We're going to look at the Torah doors without touching them, and I'm going to offer you the priestly blessing. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you.
Can you hear it soon?
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yikunecha. May God's light shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Can you hear it soon?
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Through all your learning and your friendships that you gain and the fun that you have here at Temple, may you always, always know the blessing of shalom, the blessing of peace. We can say it together. Amen. So it's known. Amen. All right. Ethan and Leora, can you help close the ark?
I can help.
Yep. Watch out, Kayla. Watch out, Kayla.
That's okay.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, and then we're gonna leave it right there.
This is our beautiful sister Tully. Thank you. Oh wow, look at this.
Wow, so very impressive.
Thank you. Yes, sure. To all. Yep. All right, Felix, it's time to go sit down. We'll fix that later. All right. You can all be seated.
You may be seated. Yeah, let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. Shall I read some names? Want me to do it? Okay. We take a minute in our service always to think about people in our lives who are not feeling as well as they could. Sometimes you can see the ways that people are not feeling well, and sometimes they're not feeling well in their hearts, and we think about them and we offer them a blessing that they may feel whole and full and complete. Exactly. I'm going to offer the names aloud of those that we are thinking of in our community, and if any of you have any additional people that you are thinking of today, we'll give you a moment to think of them out loud as well. We are thinking today at Temple B'nai Torah of Amy Thornton, Stacey Hetzel, Jacqueline Tara Smith, Deborah Rose, Eileen Kreisman, Ronnie Haber, Ellen Gottlieb, Vanessa Bianco, Paul McCready, Glenn Letts, Carl Wilhite, Ginny Gaston, Cindy Balin, Patty Newby, Joni Michaels, Joe Giordano, Brian Ward, Joshua Kornblue, Joe Dover, Christina Marie Lindsay, Janine Morris, Ron Louie, Bob Carmichael, Sally Wildison, Marnie Good, Sylvia Angel, Marion Laird, Sheldon Robert, William Stangler, Andrea Gurevich, Richard Jones, Lisa Bush, Kalai Soka Lealoha, Ed Wolf, Patricia Barber, Adrian Hellender, and Kyle Asadorian. If there are any additional names that people want to mention today, people who are in need of healing, take a moment and share those names with us. For all those names and those we hold in our hearts, we offer together the words of Misha Berach,
Page 253. Misha Berach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha V'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing.
also honor and remember each week those who have died at this time and in years past. And we honor them by saying their name out loud every single year. And part of the reason we do that is so that their little T Torah continues to be part of our little T Torahs. And that's how we all make sure that we become parts of each other's legacies. So in our community, in our congregation, we're remembering and honoring Mary Helen Ammons, the mother of David Oxsmith, and we remember on their yard site Samuel Auerbach, Herbert M. Meltzer, Rose Milstein, Rebecca Azen, Jay Charters, Dora Gerkowitz, Daniel I. Klein, Walman Zelda, Lillian Dorfman, Daisy Crown Silver Freeling, Ernest Lorch, Estelle Altabet, Irma Brenner, Leonid Dvorsky, Rebecca Kishnevskaya, Klaus J.B. Lewin, Lillian Schiffman, Victor Alhadef, Irving Feynman, David Jacobson, Selma Jacobson, Herbert Leaf Underhall, Rabbi Amy Grassi, Laura Klass, Walter Vason, Ann Bernstein, Monroe Farber, Arlene Stubbs Gordon, Rita Lowenthal, Patty Morris, Robert Falk, Bob Bose, Louise Cole, and H. William Bill Poor. If there are any additional names or names that I mispronounce that you want to make sure are pronounced correctly, please feel free to share those names with all of us now. We rise the congregational family for the Mourner's Kaddish, page 294. Yikadal v'kadash shmei rabah, v'yama divrach eruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayachon u'yom echon, u'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'gala u'yizman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei rabam v'rach le'elam olmei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudusha b'richu, le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, da'amiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen.
You can all be seated. Just repeat after me. Oseh shalom. Oseh shalom. B'mromav. B'mromav. Ya'aseh shalom. Ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu. Aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Hey, we can say together, amen. Amen.
Invite the Spiegelman family up one more time to lead us in Kiddush and Motzi. Come on up.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, orei peri hagafen. L'chaim.
Clearly a good vintage.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Ooh. Rotzi lechem min haaretz. B'te'avon. Te'avon. Shabbat shalom.
And Chag Sameach.
Sameach. There should be a little bit more nosh out in the social hall if you would like, and we will see many of you tomorrow morning. Shabbat shalom.